G'day folks, it's Cortezerino, and welcome back to my lovely hardcore world. We are still alive, of course. That's because I'm playing as if I'm on half a heart hardcore. That was the comment I got from Kevin the other day. But yeah, I like to keep myself safe. And speaking of staying safe, let's get our armor back on. So I spent nearly all of last episode in the Nether, and it was very successful. We got absolutely everything we wanted. So we've got the Nether wart now. I still haven't actually made a potion of fire resistance. I better get onto that soon. That's a little safety feature I need to have. But I thought the main point of this hardcore series was to build the epic Japanese base. So I thought I better get to work on some of the terraforming because that's the biggest job that I've got to do. And yeah, we've done a fair bit, although it's still a little bit dodgy when I get to just the edge of the water there. I just sort of stop building because that's the super annoying part to do underwater. Maybe I can. Do you think I can get away with not actually doing it, or would that be too dodgy? I think that would be too dodgy. Eventually, we're going to get underwater and start filling all of that in. But I do have a problem. You see, underneath my layer of grass, I'm putting a layer of stone. That's just in case an Enderman comes along and steals a grass block. I'm not going to fall down. And then later, of course, I can dig up grass as I need to. And I'm not going to worry about dropping everything into the hole. But that is a lot of stone, and remember all that stone I gathered building the raid farm? It's all gone. I've used it all up. So I want to get on with other projects, but I also want to get some more stone. So I think what I'm going to do, eventually I will need some slime. I know the cool way to do it now is to do it in the swamp. That's the easy way to do it. But I need the stone anyway, so I'm going to find a stone chunk. A stone chunk. Well, that's basically what it is, a stone chunk rather than a slime chunk. I'm going to find a slime chunk and dig it out just for all the stone. I don't know if I'll even need to bother building a slime farm because I don't need that much slime. Okay, fast forward about a day. I spent the evening just watching YouTube and digging out this monstrosity. So I've started here at level 40 and I've just been digging down, and I think I've had enough of that. So I haven't got any more terraforming done, but I have refilled my double chest full of stone. So I think I'm going to leave that for a while because I have discovered a big problem. See, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to build next. I am going to build a potion room eventually, so that's what I've got all the nether wart for. So I thought I got the nether wart, I'll build the potion room. But you can see my storage area here has been expanding quite a bit, and I am completely running out of room for more chests. I mean, I could put more chests up there, but it's starting to look a little bit messy. So I think what I want to do now is actually start work on my storage system. It's about time. The more things I get here, the worse the problem's going to get. So I'm going to build my big storage system over here under the iron farm. But I want to build with sea lanterns. See, I've been building with jack-o'-lanterns this whole time. So it is time for a guardian farm, I think. And I am the unofficial king of guardian farms, if I do say so myself. Not really. But I was one of the first people to use soul sand. I definitely wasn't the first, but I was one of the first to use soul sand and come up with some cool designs. I had one of them built on Hermitcraft. And what was the other one I did that was pretty cool? Oh yeah, I may have been the first person to do the AFK spot up in the air, so you're only loading the very top of the ocean monument. So at least I think I was the only one on YouTube. So lots of people don't put their creations on YouTube, but when I made it, I checked YouTube and I didn't see anyone else doing it. So yeah, I think I was the first to do that. Whoops, wrong door. I've really got to put a sign here. I keep going out that one. Oh yeah, I may have also been the first person to send the Guardians into nether portals. I didn't know at the time you could send them straight back, but like I tried to do it, I couldn't figure out how. I know how to do that now. So we may be doing that for the Guardian farm. I don't know. I want to come up with something original again, but I haven't decided yet. But the one thing I do know is that I am going to want scaffolding for my Guardian farm. So I need a spider spawner, and I know just where to go. So when I was covering up all the caves to make the raid farm, I actually covered up part of an abandoned mineshaft. There was a huge ravine and I could see the mineshaft down there. And I've never seen a mineshaft that did not have a spider spawner in it. So that's where we're going. So it's just underneath this big flat area. I placed all this grass. So I think we'll start by making a portal. And just in case it is dark when I come back, let's get some torches down. Okay, I've got my golden boots on. We don't want to forget that. Let's hope it's not a too unpleasant place where we come out. Oh, of course it has to be in the soul sand. It was always going to be in the soul sand, wasn't it? Oh well, it's not too scary. Okay, I'm going to take this down and we'll put it in a much nicer position when we come back. I am so glad to have my totem of undying. I still haven't made the fire resistance potion. That was silly. Okay, it's not the safest path in the world to get here, but it is pretty direct now. So let's go explore this mineshaft. Alrighty, we'll get our proper boots back on and let's see how well I actually lit this place up before I covered it up. Yeah, that's not too bad. I might just fill up a few of the dark spots. Okay, there it is down there, and we've got beasties already. Oh, thank you very much. Go away. And is that another creeper up the back? Yes, it is. This is lovely. I'm going to have to light all of this up first. Is that... Oh, that is a poisonous spider. What are they called again? Cave spiders. Ah, we must be very close to a spawner. I must have spawned him in. Oh, okay, let's, yeah, I can see the cobwebs. Okay, that was quick. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Shouldn't be too far. Actually, I'm going to want to keep these cobwebs probably. Actually, this is why I made the portal. Let's run back to base and I will get myself some shears. So that way we're not just destroying all the cobwebs. So lighting up these spawners used to be a pretty dangerous job, but nowadays it is super duper easy with the, there it is, with the change of the light levels. I don't think anyone's going to actually spawn from this thing unless they have, oh yes, he's already spawned in, I think. Go away. Yeah, stay there. Yeah, nothing's behind me. Yeah, with them not being able to spawn with a 1 light level now, it's kind of nerfed these spawners. They're not that hard at all to light up. So I think we're safe already. Let's just, I don't need to explore this entire area. I've just got to light up this little bit. Whoops, another spawner. Get him. So I don't think we need a double. I won't even bother doing anything with this one. Is that a normal? Oh, that's a skelly spawner. Oh, okay. That changes things. Yeah, I am going to need bone blocks. All right, it does look like we are doing a double spawner now. That complicates things. I only wanted to be here just in and out and get it done really quickly, but this is going to take a bit longer. Okay, this has taken me a little bit longer than I would have liked, but now we're going to have a good source of XP. And I tell you what, it is so much easier just being able to put that redstone lamp on top there. That is keeping these guys from dropping out everywhere. So they're both rigged up now. I think it should all work properly. I just got to go upstairs and turn off the lights. Have I forgotten anything? No, I don't think we're going to have spiders piling out everywhere. Okay, so I'll flick these levers off, turn off the redstone lamps, and we should be good to go. I can hear the spiders any minute. Hey, Skelly, he scared me. Okay. All right, well, I know the skeleton thing's working properly. I need to get myself a sword. I don't like the idea of killing those spiders with my axe, just in case I hit the fence post. That could be bad. Yeah, we'll just do this carefully. Okay, so I have a good XP source now. That changes things for the Guardian farm, I think. So even though the point of this series is to make the cool base, and I don't need to go to too much work with the farms, I thought I would, clean this up a little bit. So we've got all our chests here. I've got to get all this junk back to base. A few anvils for doing stuff. Finally got my sword. I've put a bit of enchanting on it. So I've got Bane of Arthropods 4 on that. So that seems to be doing the job in one hit. And we're getting lots of string. So I've got my scaffolding now. So we're almost ready to begin on the Guardian farm. So yeah, I think this is all I'm going to do. I'm not going to make it any prettier than this. But anyway, put the dodgy sword back. Get back to there. Let's head back to base. And I really do need to do something about my passage here. This is ridiculously dangerous. There were magma cubes on it earlier. That was lovely. Okay, so I have been experimenting with some ideas for a new Guardian farm, just in creative, and I've had to change my mind about what I wanted to do. See, I had been planning to send them into the Nether and then send them back to my AFK spot above the Guardian farm and basically turn it into an XP farm. But now I have an XP farm. I've got the double spider skelly thing, so I don't need to do that. So what I'm going to do instead is something super duper simple. So my goal for this Guardian farm is to do the least amount of work possible while still getting a pretty decent, pretty fast Guardian farm. Just not to get XP, just to get my sea lanterns. So I've got all the materials I need right here. It's not much at all. So I've got some water breathing just in case I need it. But lots of potions of invisibility, and I've got some milk as well, because we are not actually going to be killing the Elder Guardians. That would take too long, and we're trying to do a super duper fast, quick, easy farm here. So the milk is just in case I place a block wrong and I need to get rid of it, and I'll need the milk bucket to get rid of my mining fatigue, and then I've got lots of invisibility. So as soon as I drink the milk, all my potions are going to disappear, so I'll have to drink another one. So I don't know how much invisibility I'll need for this, but I guess it depends how many mistakes I make. But I'm going to time this. I'm going to do this in the replay mod, so that'll tell me exactly how long this took. The goal is to make a half-hour Guardian farm. So I've done the 1-hour Guardian farm. This one, hopefully, is going to be a 30-minute Guardian farm.
All these white lies got me hypnotized. Get out of my head, get into my bed, I'm broken. It's only a matter of time. Shifting my paradigms. You hold me, you hurt me, I'm sinking and drowning, and I don't deserve it. Your heart is frozen. The water is rising, and I'm just a drop in the ocean. Falling
23 minutes is all that took me, my friends. That was super cool. And I wasn't even rushing. I was going pretty slow and I made 3 mistakes. So I had to drink the milk a few times. But yeah, a 23-minute Guardian farm. I think I'll still call it a 30-minute Guardian farm though, just because, you know, it's my design. I knew how to build it, so it's probably a bit faster for me to do it. Actually, why am I climbing down this? Let's, just want to make sure I don't land on my boat. I don't know if that'll kill me or not. Let's go over there and have a look. So I don't know what the rates are yet, but I was AFKing for, I don't know, 10 minutes, something. I wasn't timing myself, so I'm not quite sure. So we've got a little boat dock here. Oh, before I get out of the boat, I brought a slime block. I actually managed to find some slime in that hole that I've been digging. And I thought I would... Hang on, I've got a fly. What's that? I hope it's not a spider on me. Ah, it is a spider. Okay. Had a spider on me. Just ignore it. He was only little. He was just bugging me a little bit. So yeah, I brought that slime block with me. I got a little bit of slime from my hole. And I thought I'd need that because I can break it without mining fatigue. So I might use it as a little block to place here and there. But then I quickly realized you can break scaffolding with mining fatigue. So I was using that to help me build this. But yeah, 23 minutes and we're done. So all I've done is just raised up the water level a little bit there so we can get the Guardians up to then drop them on the campfires. And I've put the scaffolding down because they can go up through the scaffolding, but once they're up there, they can't get back down. And so I didn't have to do anything too crazy. I've just got each hopper underneath the campfire leading into its own chest, so it's a little bit annoying to get all the stuff out that I'll want, but it just made it so much easier to build. So there we are, guys. 23-minute go, and the spider's still on me. I think it's because I killed all of those spiders earlier. These little buddy had come here to get revenge. So I've got 7 stacks nearly of sea lanterns. I think that'll do us. We can go back to base and get to work. This Guardian farm actually did not take me very long to figure out at all because I've actually done something similar on the Evermore server a few years ago. It was a super dodgy one though. I only needed about half a stack of sea lanterns, and so I did this. I just built a little thing in the corner of the Guardian farm and then just went out on the diagonal and sort of AFK'd up there, and it worked great. Well, it didn't work great. It was a really dodgy design, but this one is a much better design. Anyway, let's get back to base. You know, I must have AFK'd longer than 10 minutes. It was yesterday, so I can't remember how long it was, but for 7 stacks, that would be far too quick. Anyway, guys, what I've been doing in the meantime is, like, when I was getting all those resources, I did a little bit more digging, so I got a touch more stone. It's not a lot, but I think it's enough that we can actually begin on the storage system here. So I think I'll first of all finish up this a little bit. It's looking pretty dodgy, so we'll bring that land all the way over. But then we're going to start on the storage, and that's actually a pretty big job because I'm going to be building my storage system in a great big Japanese castle. And so we have to build the foundation for the Japanese castle, which means extending all of this brickwork out all the way around there. And it's going to be a pretty big job. I hope I have enough stone. But yeah, then we're going to put the storage at about this level here. So where I've got the goodies for the iron farm, I pre-planned this. This is going to be part of my storage system, so up here. So yeah, we've got a lot of work to do. I might just get started. and look at how big my hole is getting now. This would be a pretty good slime farm if I ever bothered to build it, but I just keep sticking my head down here every now and then hoping to see a slime. But I can't really go much deeper because I'm hitting the deep slate, although I will need a lot of deep slate later when I'm building the castle roof, so maybe I'll just keep doing this hole all the way down to bedrock. Well, at least you know that I'm not cheating on this hardcore world. I'm spending hours underground here digging all this stuff up. It would be nice to have a beacon. But anyway, guys, this has been a super big episode. So I've got a bit more stone left, so we're not too bad. But yeah, you can see I've done a lot of work here. So the whole episode has actually been a ton of work. Like, all I wanted was some sea lanterns before starting this, so that meant spider spawner, little XP farm, then a guardian farm, then digging out a great big hole just to build this monstrosity. But yeah, I don't think, like, this is all just to get a storage system. And now I don't think we're even going to get onto the storage system. Well, I know we're not. I think I'm done, guys. It's been a solid 4 days of work and I'm tired. So we've got our main staircase here that will be coming up to the entrance of the castle. But I've also got this little entrance here because this is going to be the castle wall and we'll be able to walk through it. And that is going to attach to that little house there, which I can't do yet because my storage is in the way. But as I was building this, I ran into my little paddocks there with my cows and sheep. So I thought, why not just bring them down here, and I've left one in the middle there for some sniffers. If I can ever get a sniffer egg, I've been looking, but I think it's the warm oceans you got to find them in. They are very few and far between. I don't think I've seen any. But yeah, this will also lead into my portal. But I at least wanted to get the floor in here done so it looked a little bit prettier. But I've run into another problem. See, I want to use beehives for the, are they beehives or bee nests? I can't remember. The ones you make out of wood. I want to use them for the pattern in the floor. And I don't have any bees yet, so that's just a whole nother big project. And I really can't be bothered doing it today, so we will leave that for next time. And I'll just leave this as a great big ugly monstrosity. Okay, so we've got another Guardian Farm by Cortez. I think I'm up to about 6 or 7 designs now. Nothing revolutionary about this one, but what's better than revolutionary? Super duper easy is what's better. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm Cortezerino, but you know that because I keep talking about myself in the third person. I'll see you later.